70-minute wait for Peter Pan's flight? No, thank you. Not doing that. Hey guys! So, I know that currently I'm uploading my vlogs from my Disney World trip back in March, but with summer going on and the holiday season just around the corner, I thought I'd do a quick video on some tips and tricks that I have to avoid the really long waits at Disney parks for rides. Specifically more so for Disney World, but a lot of these can also be applied to Disneyland. Believe me, I have been to Disney World in all the peak seasons. New Year's, Christmas, Halloween, spring break, summer, 4th of July. I've done it, okay? I know how to get around those lines. The first tip I have is to choose your fast passes wisely. Disney World runs on Fast Pass Plus system, meaning that you only get 3 fast passes a day. You should put your must-dos and the ones that you really have to do at the top of your priority list. I recommend actually writing a list of all the attractions you want to do and then like circling them or making a star next to them, being like, these are the ones that I have to do. Like if I leave the park and I don't do this, I'm going to be very upset. So when you start making your fast passes, the app, if you're doing it on the app, actually, I have the app right here, it'll give you a bunch of options, and they range from parades and rides, fireworks, viewing areas, all that stuff. But you need to make sure that the fast passes that you're getting are for the rides that you actually want to do. Because, as I said, you only have 3 of them from the start. Fast Pass Plus is a whole other issue, and I'll get to that in the future. Probably. Number 2, be patient and wait. And I know this is kind of contradictory to the whole avoid wait times thing I said before, but there's logic behind that. So, I know that people who are going to Disney World for the first time, or any Disney park really, are always going to go to the classic rides like Haunted Mansion, Splash Mountain, Space Mountain, all that good stuff. But a lot of these rides don't necessarily need the fast pass. Okay, this kind of ties in with my first one, but sometimes you just kind of have to stand there and wait. For example, the Haunted Mansion is a classic and beloved Disney ride, and it's amazing. It's one of my favorite rides. But if you go to the Magic Kingdom, let's say at 2 p.m. in summer when it's full of people and it's super hot, believe me, I've done that wait before. It'll be at least 40 minutes, okay? It's not a nice wait. You are most of the time in the sun. There is no air conditioning under like the little tents that they have. If you get to them, there's none. And it's really sticky, and Florida's really humid, and just don't do it. It's not worth it. The Haunted Mansion will still be the same ride if you come back at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. later that day, and maybe it'll be a 30-minute wait, maybe it'll be 20 minutes, who knows, it might even be 10 minutes. I've seen it for 10 minutes. And that is when you really should be going on that ride. Pirates is the same. If you go on Pirates in the middle of the day, it'll probably be a 50-minute wait. But if you wait until like 9 p.m., it'll be 20 minutes. I've seen it be 5 minutes at night and during spring break, okay? So sometimes you just have to be patient and wait. Not going on that ride during the middle of the day when everyone else is going on it actually gives you the opportunity to go ahead and enjoy the rest of the things the park has to offer. Go get food, go shopping, people watch. Disney's amazing for people watching. So just wait and be patient, because if you're staying there long enough, you'll definitely get on that ride. Believe me. Number 3, if that ride is more than an hour and a half long for standby, please do not do that wait. There are exceptions, but please just don't do it. It's not worth it. An hour and a half wait for a 5-minute ride is not worth it, okay? The only exceptions when it is worth it is if it's something new, or it's one of your all-time must-dos and will be the only time that you're going, then do the wait. But other than that, you'll regret it. If you want to go on that ride and the ride is broken, step aside, wait maybe an hour, another hour, maybe 1 hour, maybe 2 hours, go enjoy another ride that doesn't have a long wait time, or eat or something, and then come back before park closing or a little bit earlier than park closing and go do that ride. Number 4, if the wait time on the little screen thing right in front of the attraction or on your app in your phone says 10 minutes, it'll most likely it is true to that time, or it'll be less than that. In Disney World, a lot of the times, even during peak season, it'll be a 10-minute wait or less. It might be 15 minutes, but it shouldn't be like a 20-30 minute thing. Like, number 5, if you actually do choose to go on standby in one of these super, super long lines, be prepared. Be prepared! That line is going to be very, very long, and it is going to feel like a long time, not just the time that you're waiting. I have done the 3-hour wait for Soarin', and believe me, it's not fun. So be prepared. There are some amazing things that you can have with you. You can have a DS, you can have a book, you can have your phone, but bring a charger or one of those blocks that have like the charging things. Bring one of those, because those will save your life. Or talk to someone. Make sure that you have a friend with you in line waiting. Or even better, talk to other people. Get to know other families. I'm not gonna break into the whole SCAR thing, but be prepared. Number 6. Are we on number 6 already? Number 6. Choose a designated waiter. And that sounds really funny when I say it. Make sure that someone in your party will wait in lines or wait for a spot for the parade or wait for a show like Beauty and the Beast or something, so that you don't lose your spot. A lot of the shows like Finding Nemo and Animal Kingdom and Beauty and the Beast live on stage in Hollywood studios will have like snacks and drinks to buy while in the theater right before the show. And if you're one person or if you're 2 people and you're constantly getting up to go to the bathroom or get snacks or something, you might lose your spot. So make sure that you have someone who knows that it's their job to sit and stay and hold your spot. And this also applies to parades. A lot of the parades, like Festival of Fantasy, they will get not as crowded as like Paint the Night, but they will get a lot of people because Festival of Fantasy is amazing. It's great. But it's also really hard to find a good spot with lots of shade and a very good view and places to sit. You do not want to be waiting an hour and a half or something during, after, and before the parade in the heat. Make sure that you find a spot ahead of time, maybe an hour, 45 minutes prior to when the parade starts, and then make sure that you assign someone to sit there and be entertained and stuff like that while everyone else gets food, goes to the bathroom, meets Marie. I don't know. Make sure that you just have someone there, or else you will lose that spot and you're not going to get a very good view of the parade. Number 7. Continuing on with the theme of the parades, know when the parades are. There will be these little sheets. They are called time guides. Actually, let me go get one for you. I'm back. When you first enter the park, there will be 2 things that you should really, really get. One is your map, and the other one is this little piece of paper called a times guide. This is actually the one from Epcot way back when, from 2007. This little sheet of paper is really helpful because even though Disney World works on the My Disney Experience app and puts a lot of the times there, a lot of those times are incorrect. Believe me, especially for character greetings and stuff like that, a lot of them are not accurate. But for parades, or you don't care about parades and you just want to get on the rides, make sure you have this piece of paper with you at all times. And I say that because if you want to wait for the parade, you need to know when it starts so that an hour or 45 minutes ahead of time, you get a good seat. If you don't care about parades, you need to know when they are still, because that'll be your time in the day to go on a ride. That's a lot of times when people see the parade starting, they will leave the lines and go run to see the parade. Not only for parades, this also applies to fireworks. Number 8. This is actually going to be the last tip for now. If you are staying at a Walt Disney World Resort hotel or any Disney hotel, whether that be in Disney World or in Disneyland, or it's a Good Neighbor hotel for any of these parks, know when extra magic hours are. Extra magic hours are hours of the day that Disney has assigned specifically for people who are staying at the hotels to come in before the park opens to the rest of the public. And these times actually vary depending on season and day, basically, and park actually. Sometimes they're in the morning from 7 to 8. Sometimes they're at night from 11 to midnight, 11 to 3 a.m. Because the park is not open to the rest of the public, that will allow you to spend some time with lower waits for rides. Mine Train is one of the rides that I had to do on my spring trip, and the only way I was able to do it was that if my family and I had stayed during the extra magic hours and we had gone on the ride in those times. We went on the ride, I think at 2 a.m. and it went from being a 80-minute, 90-minute wait during the day to a 30-minute, 40-minute wait when we went. And because we were staying at a Disney World hotel, we were able to do it with extra magic hours. If you were not staying at any Walt Disney World Resort hotel and you do want to get on these rides and you don't want to have to wait in the sun, or you do want to do them a lot earlier, an alternative is to come really, really early. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if I helped any of you at all, please leave me a comment down below, like this video, subscribe. If you want me to answer any questions, if you want to see a video on Fast Pass Plus or my Disney experience, let me know down below. I want to know what you guys want to see. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye!